Hi guys, welcome to Movie Reviews with Fee, and today we're going to be reviewing Mea Culpa by Tyler Perry. So, spoiler alert, I liked it. I know it's getting panned by critics, but I liked it and I'm going to explain why. And it's not because of the quality of the movie. Listen. Tyler Perry makes movies for the people and not for the critics. That's my point number one. And there's always going to be a plot twist, and it's always going to be Nollywoodish, and it's always going to not make sense. And then you're going to be wondering what happened to the other people, but it's going to be fun. Let's get into it, shall we? So Kelly plays a district attorney. Trevante Rhodes, he plays Zaire, and he's accused of killing his girlfriend. And Kelly, her name is Mea, hence Mea Culpa. Long story short, I don't want to put any spoilers in here, but I'll just give you the gist of the story. They get into an entanglement, and there's some plot twists and some fight scenes, and somebody gets stabbed, and a truck runs into a tree. And I'm like, is this Get Out, the sequel? So that's enough of the plot. So it doesn't ruin it for you, so you can watch it and determine for yourself if you like it or not. However, I have to say something. Okay, Tyler Perry makes movies for the people and not the critics. He makes movies that get a little crazy. There's always a Nollywood-esque plot twist, and there's gonna be some beautiful men all up and through the screen. Okay, I'm gonna give him that. But I have to say, at the end, I just had some questions. So they're like, okay, this is a spoiler, so stop it if you don't want to be spoiled. So Trevante Rhodes' girlfriend, who gets murdered, and there are blood fragments and brain tissue found, is Mexican, right? But later on, Kelly runs into her at a resort in the Dominican Republic just by happenstance, and she's a maid, and they get into a tussle, and she sprays Kelly in the eye and snatches her phone and runs away. What happened to the Mexican girl? Ain't nobody ever come back to her. She just done ran off into the night in the Dominican Republic. What happened to the Mexican girl? Oh my gosh. And what happened to the art gallery lady? She wants to meet with Kelly, well, Mea. And she is the one who reveals, you know, how Zaire always paints the women that he beds, and then he puts their picture on the ceiling. And she's like, there are many layers. And, you know, very foreboding. So then Kelly marches into that loft, and she marches up those stairs, and she climbs on that bed, and she starts peeling back the layers. And then she sees this art gallery lady. And now the art gallery lady, so she like sponsored Zaire and put his art up and helped him get, you know, known and started. And once he got popping, he dropped her. She was an older woman or whatever. Well, ever since the accusation, there have been protests. I'm sorry, what am I laughing? There have been protests outside her art gallery, and it's about 10 women. They got posters, and they're like, her blood and his on your walls or something. And they had chants, but they weren't very witty and they weren't very catchy. And I'm like, why are they there? Like, why are they there? And they just gonna stay out there forever. And how long do they stay out there? And she didn't call the police. Like, okay, that didn't make any sense. And then I'm like, and at the end, it's just like, so in the middle of this, when they're having like this entanglement, Zaire's loft, the basement leads to this, how can I describe this and be safe for work? It leads to a party that you would probably have to be anonymous, and it's a red light party, I'll put it that way, with a whole lot of people doing red light things. And the germaphobe in me did not believe their first encounter, because Kelly sees him with a woman and she's just like, oh my gosh, let me run out of here, get on this elevator in this loft. And then as she's sitting in her car, the PI guy calls her and is like, oh, check your phone, I sent you a message. And he sends her a picture of her husband with this other woman, because they have problems in their marriage. Because every Tyler Perry movie couple, they got problems in their marriage. And so then she's so upset, she runs back up to Zaire's loft, and the woman hops off of him, and then he starts with Kelly, and I'm just like, ew. That's the grossest thing ever. Like, why? Who wrote that? Like, why? Okay, whoever wrote this clearly has not been with the woman, because any woman is gonna be like, gross, like what? Yuck. So overall, I'm gonna say I liked Mea Culpa, and this is why I liked it. And you're gonna say, why do you like it if you just said all this crazy stuff about it in plot holes? Because, man, look, there's not a lot of representation on a high budget quality film, right? So the movie is shot beautifully, I will say that. I was like, Kelly's a chocolate sister and her skin was glistening, 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 glistening. And I love good cinematography and lighting on brown girls. And I had to give it to her for that. Also, Kelly is a really great actress. She really is. I forgot she was Kelly Rowland and was like, okay, Mea, you need to get this together. And of course, Trevante he was in Moonlight, Oscar nominated. So I didn't think his character was written that well, but he, worked with what he had. So I believe if Tyler Perry would allow other writers input, a lot of the choppy moments, a lot of the plot holes, a lot of the dialogue that didn't make sense, and the plot that didn't make sense would have gotten intercepted because the crux of it is good. First, don't name the girl Mea if you're gonna call it Mea Culpa. Just don't do that. If you're going to build up to this relationship, like her having this affair, you can't, it can't be like this guy, there has to be some strong attraction to this guy other than physical, because she's a straight-laced girl who, to get to her where she is in her career in life, you have to have a certain level of self-discipline, right? So in order to fall into an entanglement, there has to be something that disrupts that self-discipline. And yes, Trevante Rhodes is fine. I get that. But the way he was talking to her, Mea, move. Like, no. The way they had that unnecessary dungeon scene, that made him so gross and unattractive. Like, I don't know. And then the whole art gallery lady, she wasn't needed. He didn't paint a picture of an enticing, luring guy. Like, I couldn't believe that a Mea would risk it all on a Zaire. I didn't get it. I didn't get that. So, I mean, it is what it is. It's a Netflix movie. I want to support it because I wanted to see Trevante Rhodes. I even put this on a post on a comment on Instagram that I wanted to see more of Trevante Rhodes in a leading man role and in a drama. So when I saw that Mea Culpa starred Trevante Rhodes, I was like, oh my gosh, this is what I was just saying on Instagram. Instagram listens to me. But it wasn't written well. It was not written well. And I don't know why I'm complaining about Tyler Perry's writing. Everybody complains about his writing, but we still watch his movies. So he's still winning. And there was a scene when I was looking at Trevante Rhodes' hairline, and I'm like, is that a man unit? Did he sneak a man unit up in here? And it's already like Cal, who plays Mia's husband, and the mother-in-law who doesn't like her. She had an obvious wig on. And I'm just like, is Tyler Perry trolling us with the wigs? Is he trolling us? I don't know. I ain't got no more, y'all, but did you watch it? Did you like it? Did you miss me? No, did you? Did you like it? Let me know something.